Hello, everyone. Yeah, let's tell us in the chat. Is there sound from everybody? Can you hear everything? And yeah, complete silence. Oh, there's so many people tuning in. I love it. Ah, the flying balls, like teabagging the bottom of the screen. It's beautiful. I hear only you. Okay, okay. How do how do we do this? Yeah, what do I do? Yeah, I know. It's just I'm a noob. Be professional. Properties. Oh, okay. So it should. Is it now? Try talking, people.
Test 1, 2, 3. Hello.
Can people in Can people in my can my streamers or people hear everybody now?
Hello.
Oh yeah, they should be able to. Yes, success. Beautiful. Okay.
Cool. Oh my god, I'm getting compliments already. See? My 20 minutes makeup session
Yeah, well,
was worth it.
This took like 5 seconds, so compliment me, you guys. Don't it look beautiful?
You are so pretty.
I
must say we are a super pretty panel today. Like our podcast definitely is high up next to the Kardashians, I would say.
The Kardashians
they have
don't
nothing
stand a
on
freaking
us.
chance.
Yeah.
Like, Kim, get out of the way. There's a new queen in town, and I'll slay you.
I love
so yeah, I think we're just gonna wait like a few minutes to get people to join the stream.
So maybe, I mean, everybody on my channel knows myself, but I'm Fry. You can call me Fry, and I think that hopefully that's what the other two will call me too.
No, I'm gonna call you Simproved all the way.
Okay.
Mrs. Simproved, if you
Mrs.
don't mind.
Simproved.
Queen Mother.
Queen Mom, yeah.
Yeah,
Lovely.
and to everybody on my stream, I am Auvbri, and yeah, welcome. And we're joined by the lovely DevonBumpkin.
Hello. You can call me Aiden as well.
Aiden.
It's fine. Whatever you
Aiden.
like to call me, I do not mind. Aiden, Devon. I was going to swear then. I better not.
Oh, you can swear.
You can swear here, by the way.
Yeah, this is just a podcast.
Whatever you like. Whatever you like.
Whatever you freaking like.
It's all fine. So yeah, we have partly some topics that we are going to hopefully talk about. And it's going to be like the first thing that you can already see on my stream. I'm not sure if Auvbri has it. He's putting it up. So the first one we are going to talk about is the Maxis Monthly live streams that the developers do on Twitch. Then we're going to talk about what like the main wishes of the community are right now at the moment, because we have already so many packs, and maybe there are lots and lots of stuff more that people still want to have. So it's kind of transitioning from community to packs. And then we have build mode, since we are all three builders. And I'm basically kind of a little bit shy today because you are amazing builders, you two.
Stop it.
No, it's, you know what I mean, right? Like, like sometimes when you build something, you're like, oh my God, I can stop doing the whole YouTube thing. Let them do that. That's what I usually sometimes feel when I see your builds. And then we are going to talk about the most, let's just say, naughty. You're red. Let's just the most, I think, discussed topic sometimes, because everybody has like such a very strong opinion about it, is stuff packs. We're going to talk about stuff packs. And at the end, of course, we will answer some questions from the chat.
Yeah, so if you have any questions you guys are hold on to them and ask them in the end, and we will answer to the best of our abilities.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
somebody says my favorite builders in the same stream.
Yay! Oh!
Thank you.
By the way, Aiden is flirty today, and Auvbri is dazed.
Oh, I'm dazed all the time. I don't know what I'm doing half the time.
I'm always flirty. Better not say that.
But yeah, should we just start off and talk about Maxis Monthly? So there was, if you guys in the streams haven't seen the Maxis Monthly, there was like this whole thing with Alexa. Oh, it's
Alexa.
so bad.
Yeah.
And people freaked out because they didn't have anything new to show, and they felt like the Sims team was just spending unnecessary time on doing silly stuff like Alexa. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I actually got out of the stream because I felt very uncomfortable in the chat. People were so
really
mean. Oh yeah, people. Were
I had
so
to. By
mean.
the way, I had to watch it back, like when the video was up stream, because I haven't. I wasn't there when the stream was.
But like,
I don't tend to go to them mainly because of that reason.
Because the chat is so toxic.
Yeah, they're completely toxic. What I tend to do is full screen it and then stream it myself. So then my community can watch it with me, and we can have like our own little like
and steal some content, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, you sneaky one here.
Let me cash in on that.
Check, please. But yeah, like the chat was horrible. It was just like people freaked out, and I mean, for people in the stream here, the community manager Kate actually tried to defend herself on Twitter. It was just this whole thing, and I understand where she's coming from, because people were just like flipping out over nothing, and I was just like, my god. They said from the beginning that the Maxis Monthly stream weren't always gonna feature new stuff.
Exactly.
Like packs and stuff.
I guess that people kind of forget, like for those who don't even know what it is, the developers have a live stream channel on twitch.tv. So it's twitch.tv/The Sims, and they do monthly live streams there. So it's called Maxis Monthly. And then there also are different kinds of other live streams. So, for example, they have the Guru Garage, I think it's called. And they have the pack kind of overview. So the pack kind of overview is kind of self-explanatory. Only when a new pack comes out, they kind of show, especially in this live stream, what it's all about. And you can ask questions and stuff. Then there's the Maxis Monthly, which is monthly, and it is everything new about The Sims. So it could be maybe new merch. It doesn't have to be something on mobile or on The Sims 4 as a game. No. And this is actually what happened. It's the first time we got something that's not game related. It's just something extra. It's like the Alexa thing where you can play Sims trivia and music with your Amazon Alexa. And I think it's cool that they have like something more, like the whole franchise getting bigger.
Yeah.
Just imagine, like, what I actually would really like to see is like a really bad 3D animated comedy series about The Sims. I think that would be something that I would watch on Netflix or something. So, I mean, something like this, for example, could be announced on the Maxis Monthly.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that some people don't get that the Maxis Monthly is also, it's like just everything Sims. It could also just be that they show us, hey, we have new t-shirts, and that's it. And go offline.
That's so true.
So, yeah.
I think I remember, I don't know if it was Kate or not. They were actually mentioning it was a passion project for one of the devs. It wasn't any time taken away from any pack, or it was just literally someone, oh, this could be good. We could do this. And they didn't even say if it was like a developer who was actually working on the game itself.
No.
So I don't understand why.
Wasn't it just like the first-person camera as well? Wasn't that also a passion project? That
yeah,
just messing about with the game and thinking, oh, we can make this a free feature. That's what I never understand. It's a free feature that anybody can use.
Yeah.
And people still seem to get angsty about it.
It was also just like, it was the first stream of the year, and it was literally right when the year started. And what would you show? It's just like people just got back from holiday and stuff. I mean,
yeah.
Come on, people. It was just... I understand where Kate is coming from, but I also feel like... I mean, I know she felt attacked because people were attacking her everywhere, and the developers in general, but I felt like, and she also apologized for that, she kind of handled the situation wrong in the beginning, and then just kind of came around to doing, like, apologizing for all of the thousands of tweets that she tweeted out. I mean, how many was there? Like 20
I mean,
or
Kate tweets a lot. Let's just face it. She tweets a lot. So
she's always on the go with her job, isn't she?
Yeah, yeah.
It's got to be one of the hardest jobs. I don't know how she does it. I really don't.
Yeah. I think like being a global community manager is like super. You have like lots and lots of pressure on yourself because you're kind of like the only, like, it seems that she's only the only person who's between the players and the game developers.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes it gets really rude, like what people write to her, because they kind of associate her with like the whole Sims team and maybe EA as well and stuff. And it's like not that great.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I wouldn't want her job, honestly. It must be very hard to feel all that pressure.
I wouldn't want any kind of community manager job, I don't think. Just especially not in the gaming industry, especially.
Yeah.
No, I also just feel like the Sims community, I've never felt like that was a toxic place, but in that stream it was just horrible. I mean, I went to the Sims community side to watch it instead because people weren't like mean about it there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I actually think it's a good thing that we have the Maxis Monthly live stream.
Yeah.
Like, it's something that sorry, my voice is getting lost, but I think it's something that other game developers and like especially in the Sims 4 like or in the Sims franchise, we have really direct contact to the developers through the live streams and all that stuff, and it's actually like a really extra thing to do. They don't have to do it. They will sell the games as well if they don't do the live streams. That's just something extra, right? But they do this for the players because they really love the game. And I think some people, let's just face it, let's just say it like that. Some people don't get that it's actually a really big favor they're doing to be so engaged with us, with the whole Sims community, and showing what they're working on and doing like the regular live streams stuff. It's really cool, I think.
Yeah.
I
mean, I always felt like the Sims community always gave extra when it comes to everything compared to other developers. So I really appreciate that. But yeah, that's Maxis Monthly was just very uncomfortable.
Yeah, I've been in the chat several times when it's been like that. So it's I always tend to
think it's also
stray away from it. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
I think it's also because we have lots and lots of very young Sims players, and I tend to see it. I mean, you guys are doing Twitch and YouTube as well. I mean, we all know that very young viewers sometimes lack a little bit of chattiquette, I guess I would call it.
Yeah.
So I think that's also like a huge thing why sometimes the whole chats, especially on Maxis Monthly, are kind of unbearable sometimes, I guess.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get my dog down. He keeps trying to
you can show the dog in the podcast. I want to see Blue. Blue! He has the cutest dog. Look at this.
French Bulldog love.
Yes, a French Bulldog. He is.
He's my best mate.
Oh my god.
My friend.
He is so
Just look
cute.
at me like,
So Blue baby.
Blue.
Linsane also says that it is so unnecessary being toxic towards the developers, and I totally agree. I mean, you don't like achieve anything by doing that, other than like hurting people.
Exactly.
Yeah. I guess, I mean, I hope they will continue the play. And so far, they don't have announced that they're not going to do it just because the chats are weird. So that's good, I guess.
Yeah.
And I think maybe we should, like, Aiden, you, Auvbri, and also we should be maybe more in chat and write, because I think also these kinds of people who are that toxic in the chat, they will kind of recognize if we are writing something there.
Yeah.
But I see a lot of people from the sort of like creators in there, but from how fast, because sometimes they get up to 10k viewers and they don't put on slow mode or anything, so this is just this barrage of comments and it's just like yeah. So it puts me off. It really does.
But I also really dislike, by the way, is that they still don't have a green screen or like the whole setup.
Oh, it's so unprofessional.
I always think, like, can you just please put a green screen on there, please?
And the PC is running Windows 7.
Oh yeah,
oh, really?
I thought it's so like.
And it makes me angsty, and it just makes me cry.
Yeah.
I think they sent out a kind of questionnaire on what we could improve, and that was you need a new PC.
Yeah, you need a new PC, and please the background and the lighting has to be better.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Brunetti wanted me to show off. This is sorry, guys. I love her. She's my little angel.
I don't have any pets to show around. God damn it!
I just woke her up to do that.
Toy,
Oh, sometimes I just sit in my chair waiting for somebody to come through the door. Like, I was awaiting you. Nobody comes, so
I heard him.
So you got yourself a cat.
Lovely.
What a freaking cutie. Yeah. But I think I don't know if you guys have anything else to say about the topic of Maxis Monthly, but I think I don't have anything else to say. I just felt like we need to address that.
Okay, yeah, then let's switch to the other one. It's Community Wants.
Oh my god, don't tease me.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's just so basically I think what we can put up there is spiral stairs. I think that's pretty clear.
Oh yeah.
All stairs.
And diagonal stairs maybe as well. Just
Like
stairs.
Every time I build, I forget that you can't do diagonal stairs, and it just ruins everything. Like really, it's just like why is that not possible? Now I have to change everything. It's just horrible. But spiral staircases. I feel like spiral staircases, and there's I can't remember if it was in The Sims 3 or 2, but you had like you could do the regular staircase, and then you could like place these side things on them, so they kind of went like a grand staircase.
Okay.
Yeah, that seems to be what wants, and cars as well. People really want cars, which is.
Yeah, it's weird, but they really want cars, like functioning ones, not only I would be fine with decorated.
I really do. From Get Famous, and I've noticed the cars around the world, the ones that are just parked on the side of the road. There's so much detail in those textures to just be a standalone thing. I reckon they will be coming to The Sims 4 soon.
I think there's kind of like people are divided. Either they want cars, like fully functional ones, or I've seen a lot of people also talk about having cars like they worked in The Sims 2. For example, like if you have to go to work, a car will come and pick you up. Instead of they
like a carpool,
they literally just go to the screen now and disappear.
They just disappear.
It's so bad.
They fly away.
It's like flying away. It's just I hate that. I mean I'm one of those people who wants cars because I feel like the way that you just kind of I don't know, teleport to another place is just so stupid. I don't understand why there's not cars.
Yeah.
Somebody in my chat says they would like, Luke says he'd like a stuff pack dedicated to clutter. Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
I guess we all would like that.
And maybe some shelves that actually fit clutter on them, not
not only one or two.
9K.
What is
so fed
more
up.
slots on them?
There's
would
probably
be
like
really cool.
5 items that go up on shelves.
It's
in the build mode.
So annoying.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I just don't place shelvings because there's nothing to put on them. It's just like, okay, we can put a shelf here and it's empty. We can put like this one pot plant and like the spice rack thingy and that's it.
Yeah.
So, like,
There's one pot
Kleenex.
plant that always works.
Yeah.
The Kleenex box and like there's some stuff that it's not that much though. Like with the packs, there came a little bit more of the smaller clutter, but yeah.
We need more. I just feel like, and some of the clutter as well is just so big that it won't even fit on top of like side tables and what do you call, like, you know, the long side tables you can place up against the walls. Nothing fits on there. Like, why?
I can't believe that because the side tables literally are the size of an apartment building themselves.
Yeah.
It really bothers me.
They're so big.
I hate them. I'm just like, the size down feature. Yeah, so I size it down. And then go to put something on it and it's hovering 2 foot. I'm just like, why?
Yeah.
Why do that? Why can that snap point just still not say the same? I hate that.
Yeah, I totally agree. The side table, especially when you're doing like a bedroom and you have like the side table is literally half the size of the bed and it's just like, this is just, and you can't put a shelf in because nothing fits in the freaking shelf. So, that's so annoying. Something I've also seen people talking about wanting is the ability to change the color of the roofing, like
the ceiling.
Ceiling,
yeah,
that's the word.
Yeah.
Oh, wasn't there was this one time, like one glorious week where there was this glitch where the actual roofing texture was also on the ceiling. And I loved it, by the way, because it was actually exactly what I wanted.
Underneath the roofs as well, like under the levels.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
And it was actually a glitch and they patched it out. And I was like, am I the only one who loved it? What's happening with it?
I remember you tweeting out, and I was like, "No, let's keep it."
Yeah.
I think also Delicracy also tweeted that the white ceilings were ruining everything. She wanted to close down her channel because everything was just freaking white, and it was just like, oh my god, that is so true. Like you've created this beautiful room, and then you take like a video tour. And the ceiling is freaking white everywhere, and it doesn't fit with everything. Why is it white? Like, if we could just like have like change it to gray or something, that would be fine. But it's just white.
My chat also says that the shadows on shelves, they're still on shelves, and they say that the shadow on shelves doesn't work as well. Like that's also still needs to be, like the whole shadows is a thing. When I have columns in the like in the corners of a room. Those are always black or like really, really dark just because they're there. I don't know why. Like the whole shadow effects or shaders are not that proper, I guess.
No.
Yeah.
The lighting seems to be a bit balked at the minute throughout the game, I've noticed.
Yeah.
Quite recently. And I don't know what it is.
I mean,
it just seems to be a bit wonky.
I believe it's ever since they introduced the new lighting engine or whatever they want to call it. I feel like... Okay, it looks great that light's coming through the window and onto the floor.
It's really
and that's
cool.
freaking cool looking. But why are my columns or like the countertops black on one side? Because that doesn't make any sense. Like, where is the lighting going there? It's just like invisible
I agree
walls.
with Isabella as well. She said, can we please have a laptop?
Have a laptop. I tweeted out this last time and I tweeted out, by the way, 2 sim gurus liked my tweet and I want a laptop, so maybe we are onto the thing. I don't know. But I really want to have a laptop. I have this all the time when I build, and I thought, this would be so cool to have like a laptop on the bed now, or it doesn't even have to be functional. I just need a laptop. It's a clutter item maybe. But yeah, we already have the animations for the computer, so you only have to skip the animation with the arm that moves the mouse, and then you can have a laptop.
Yeah. And
maybe it's that easy. I'm not sure.
I don't know if you guys saw that, but they tried to justify not having a laptop by putting in the freaking tablet, and the tablet is just so bad. I hate it, and it's so ugly looking as well. It just looked like so 2018. It's
like the tablets.
Yeah,
this big chunky tablet. It's about 2 foot thick.
It's like a fucking screen. And
and it's so thick as well. It's just like they're walking around with a freaking brick.
It's so true.
Yeah, and then of course color swatches from the sense has it that color swatches, of course, like we all know the issue that some color swatches aren't on other objects, especially in the wood texture area. I would say it's lovely,
nothing like
challenging. I guess you would call it challenging. That's what it is.
Lil Simsy, and I sent that to you as well, Fry. But Lil Simsy did like this video, everything wrong with The Sims 4, and she talked like for 10 minutes straight about the wood swatches and how nothing matches. And she's so right. Every time they release a new game pack or expansion pack, there's like this new wooden texture, but it only works with the items from that stuff pack. Like then there's like this yellowy wooden texture, and it doesn't go with anything. So you can't use the bed from Seasons with something from Get Famous because it doesn't match. And like
so true. And I've noticed like a progression. If you bring up a base game item and compare it to the more recent packs, the graphical detail on the new is just so much better. And I can't stand seeing the two textures. This like fuzzy base game plant in the back. It's just like, and then you're bringing out this new squish like.
And then like sometimes they try to do it as well, like to render out, or I don't know, like to really low textures. Like, I mean, do I have to say ball pit?
No.
Are we with me here?
It shall not be mentioned. Don't mention
it shall not be mentioned, the ball pit of that. But then there's also like sometimes round things. Round things aren't round; they're octagonal or whatever they are. It's that's
God.
Also.
Have you seen an apple? Like
an apple?
Watch the Sim carry an apple when they eat it. It's just like this rectangular square thing they shove into the mouth. It's just like ball pit all over again. It's just horrible looking. The ball pit of doom. I love how the ball pit is just like on everybody's mind, and they can't erase it because it's just like.
Oh, it's ingrained now.
Ingrained into the freaking eyelids. So every time you close your eyes, you can just see that freaking ball pit.
Like sometimes I miss somebody who's like more comedian-esque and maybe makes some funny songs about certain objects, like the ball pit.
Yeah, that could be really
so
funny.
Great. Yeah.
Millionaire also said,
my friend's book, the current color swatches induce sadness.
Millionaire also says that it would be nice to have roofs as your ceiling for creating high urban spaces. Yeah, we did. We had that in The Sims 3, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Like also, I believe in The Sims 3 there was also, you could put foundations on top of roofing pieces. So, for example, you could create like kind of like we can do now with the half walls, but then it's just like it's open, you can see into it. So in The Sims 3 you could create this type of, I don't know what they call it, like a scene or foundation thing, and then put it on top. And I miss that sometimes. I just kind of fill things out with white tables and just stack them on top of each other next, so it just kind of looks like one plain big white surface, but it's just costs so much. It's so time consuming. Hey, welcome to Steam.
Luke says it's ungrateful, of course, to be for what we already have in The Sims 4, but the gameplay and everything feels so different than Sims 3.
I think the gameplay at all.
I think we all three aren't gameplay, so we can't really say. But what I really miss though is like world editor and of course the open world, because that's something that I really enjoyed. Like to not only build houses, but then also like create whole worlds and the streets up to the houses and stuff.
At some point on Twitch, just building a world in The Sims 3.
Yeah.
That
Oh, that could
really
be
work.
so cool. I miss The Sims 3 though. It's just so in The Sims 3, every time you install a new pack, it just gets more and more laggy. It's like a mess.
Yeah.
I mean, the game was so good, but it's just it's a laggy mess. And I don't remember what video, but LGR, lazy game reviewer, when he reviewed, I believe it's one of the packs of the base game, he said that The Sims 4 feels more like The Sims 2.5 than an actual sequel.
Yeah.
And he's right. It's just like it's The Sims 2 with a few added features, because they just removed so many things from The Sims 3 that we don't have. I don't need the, like, what is it called, creator style tool thing. I just need, if we could just get like a color wheel so we can match things.
Color wheel, exactly.
Yeah.
And
because
stop
like
putting patterns on everything.
Yeah, these horrible
oh my
patterns.
God, the Get Famous patterns, like pink zebra, rainbow rave, whatever it was. That one was killer. Yeah.
When you did that chateau thing, I don't remember what you called it, but right when Get Famous got out, I watched that, and there was just like pink zebra.
I had to use everything. Yeah, and I was like, "There's a pimp. There's a pimp living there." I guess I'll say something around this lines in the video.
Pimp penthouse. Come and watch me build a pimp penthouse.
Yeah. Lindsay says that the graphics in The Sims 4 is so much better, and I totally agree. The graphics are better, but the gameplay is just not. I don't enjoy playing The Sims 4 as much as, because I feel like every time you want to do something in The Sims 4, you're just hit in the freaking face by a loading screen. Like, if you want to go to your freaking mailbox, there's a loading screen. Like, it's so annoying.
To the kitchen.
Loading screen. Like, make an omelette. Loading screen.
Do we want to go to the packs that we think are going to come to, like, next topic?
Yeah.
So what do you guys think?
Oh, the packs.
What do you think?
Packs.
I'm
so slow here.
I mean, this is full disclaimer here. This is not, we don't know what's coming.
Yeah, we don't know anything.
And if it's surprisingly the same that's coming, then it's just that we guessed really good.
Yeah. University.
Yeah, I think so too.
I feel like it's the most requested pack at this point. After seasons, people really want University. And I honestly agree, because I enjoyed University in every iteration it had throughout the games. Especially at Sims 3, it was so fun having that other life for your Sims. So I feel like University is gonna be the next one. People say here University as well, and making magic.
And man, but I feel University. I feel it in my left eye.
Yeah. The Sims making magic, is that like, I didn't play The Sims.
Sims making magic is, I have played Sims like from 1 till now. Making magic was basically like supernatural, kind of with like witch kind of city, and not like village, and so it's basically the basic bitch of supernaturals.
Okay.
Yes.
I feel like Supernaturals, like a kind of pack like that, is definitely going to be there, whether it's a game pack or like a full expansion, because they already did the vampire stuff. But I feel like that is gonna happen at some point, because it.
Yeah. What I really would like, because now we only had the vampires through the game pack, and we had the aliens like slightly added to get to work, but they kind of didn't actually fit to get to work. They were just put in there. Yeah. I'm a huge fan of the Supernaturals, like all the occult Sims, because I really like when I play the game, like, which doesn't happen that often, but I like to have something that's unrealistic. AF and kind of funny and stuff.
Oh,
So
hate it.
I would really like to have lots of supernaturals and witches and genies and zombies and all that stuff. I don't care. And maybe they give us an expansion pack now that's only, you know, have like 4 different occults then or something, like a big expansion pack. That would be cool. Like that would be something that hasn't been done now, and would be also something, I guess, after university, lots and lots of people want the supernatural pack. That's what I see as well.
Imani also says the vacation spot pack, kind of like they did.
That's what I would want.
Yeah, like
Island
Paradise. The Island Paradise.
Oh, such a good pack. It was just the
best.
best.
That's what I would really love more than university and stuff. Being a builder, university, I don't want to make like frat houses.
Oh yeah.
It just it's not only is it not in my culture, it doesn't interest me.
No, it's not here either.
No.
Yeah, I would like, and running a hotel, that could be so good. Like building a hotel and running it, I would love that.
I see, especially with the hotel, I hope they don't do it as they did with the restaurants, because the restaurants are slow. Like it takes fucking 3 days to get a meal there. So they better improve on that if they use the same system there, because that's not. No, it's just not. No, it's not going to work, I guess. This is also the thing why the restaurant pack is still one of the worst gameplay packs, for my opinion, because the restaurants don't really work, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I was so excited for that game pack, because being a chef myself, I felt like, okay, this is going to be cool. But I tried to get my sim in a Let's Play a little while back to go to a restaurant, and it was just like, no, I don't want to do this. Why? We're just standing around for like half a day to get a freaking table. It's broken.
Yeah. But I don't think it's ever worked properly since it's been released.
No.
Yeah, I mean they had to try to. They patched it a couple of times, but it never really worked. Yeah.
It's never worked properly.
No, kind of like with the get to work things as well, like the active careers. I feel like if, for example, a doctor, you can just like. People are just standing around waiting to get expedited, and you're the only freaking one doing things. Like, you can handle 50 patients in a day, and the other doctors just handle 1. Like, because they just stand and talk to each other. It's just... Why haven't you fixed that?
And then you have something like, I don't know, talk to your colleagues or something. I was like, oh, cool, people are dying out there, but let's just talk a little bit.
Yeah, there's like these red hearts breaking in the freaking front entrance, and you're just like, talk to colleagues. Okay, I'm just gonna go here, do that, have a coffee. Okay, I'm gonna do that, and you can just kind of die in the lobby. That's okay.
You're fine.
You're fine. Don't be dramatic. Don't be dramatic. Oh yeah, the farm. People have been talking about that a lot, but like a farm pack.
I'd be very interested to see a farming pack. I really would. The main reasons being, I think in the past like 3 years, farming games have become really, really popular. Yeah. If they could make a Sims version of your Stardew Valley, of your Montana.
I mean, I could also see this like the medieval, like a stand. Maybe that would be cool.
I'd love to see medieval standalone. I really would.
Yeah, The Sims Medieval was actually really fun. I enjoyed it.
I loved that game. One of my favorites. One of my favorites.
Yeah,
really enjoyed it.
But yeah, just I felt like when we voted for that laundry day thingy, which I frankly still love because I love doing laundry in the game. I don't know why.
He likes washing his small.
Yeah. I like the objects, but like the gameplay, you're just a weird person.
No, I love it.
Like to have laundry in the game.
Picking up every single stinky clothes that's in the house and just chucking it into the laundry machine.
It's got a 64 by 64 lot of just washing lines.
Oh.
Oh, yes.
Laundry.
Put the laundry in the water.
But when we were voting for that, there was like this whole eco thing where you could like live off the land. I thought that sounded so interesting as well. I feel like they could kind of maybe do a farm thing with that in it, because I felt like wasn't that like the second thing that people wanted to have, like the live off the land type of thing?
Yeah.
Living off the land. Yeah, I mean that's what I voted for, like the
grid kind of thing.
sustainable energy and stuff. Yeah.
That would have been really
too.
cool as well.
Then, yeah.
Sorry for ruining.
And also it could reduce your builds and stuff. I think that would be really cool for Rex to reduce or something.
You could do that in The Sims 3. They like have tons of solar panels on outside and then reduce your freaking bills by half or something. That was really cool. Solar panels as well. Brunelli says a wedding pack would be neat as well.
I would have thought by now there would have been at least a wedding like stuff pack or game pack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I think the biggest packs that are going to come are definitely, I think, still Supernatural, and of course the holiday, tropical holiday island kind of thing. That would be because they have been very, very popular, I would say, like in The Sims 3. And there were some Sims 3 packs that aren't that, the Into the Future. I didn't even get that one.
Yeah, what was that? I didn't even buy that because I just thought it looked so silly.
So I think if they're working, yes, you like it?
Love the windows. The windows were everything.
Oh, okay. Just for one. So it's like a pack you only got one object.
Yeah, just for the seamless windows.
Living for the windows.
Those are very expensive windows. Then, if you pay, what is it? $40 for an expansion pack.
I thought it was so expensive when I had to buy that stuff pack when we did our build together, Fry, just for that one freaking item.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just assumed to have all the packs. You had to get the toddler stuff pack for the awnings that I used.
I mean, it was an amazing build, but I don't use any of the stuff. It just you put so many of them in the build, and it was just like, no, I have to get this shitty stuff back.
You're gonna ruin the build.
Oh yeah, Luke in my chat has he knows that the Laundry Day stuff pack was actually a wished stuff pack. Yes, people could vote in the community through several events what they would like to have in the stuff pack. So first there was something about the theme. You could choose about 4 themes. It was kind of a survey. Yeah. And laundry won, which is still something I don't get. And then next one was what kind of objects we want to have or something.
Yeah,
I can't remember what it was. Actually.
They had a ton of pictures of different objects and swatches and stuff. And then you could just okay, I want that chair with that thing. And then they kind of gather that as well. But I actually thought when they did that, they would do it again because it was so cool feeling included in what was happening in the stuff packs. But we're going to talk about packs later.
Yeah.
Stuff packs. But Lindsay... Oh, no! Lindsay also says that windmills in Windenburg, are they hinting at something? Who knows?
I think more. I tend to see them a lot in European countries, so I think they were just trying to maybe get that aesthetic over.
What is in Windenburg? I didn't hear it. Probably
the white windmills. Like the power wheel.
Oh, the power wheel. Yeah.
Like that.
Oh, those. Yeah. I mean, there are also sheep in Windenburg, and we don't have sheep.
Are they hinting at something?
Sheep. Yeah.
I mean, that's something that I love, right? Like if Simgu tweets something or somebody of the developers tweets something, it's like, okay, this and this is confirmed. Like, for example, I don't know what it was, but it's like the most ridiculous stuff sometimes. I think it's like a good joke.
Yeah.
I tend to do this sometimes as well if they do something really funny.
I mean, I feel like they could tweet anything like, okay, I'm going to have a sandwich. Oh my god, sandwich shop pack confirmed.
Sandwich stuff pack. Sandwich stuff pack confirmed.
You can now run your own sandwich shop.
Shepherd game pack confirmed.
Shepherd game pack confirmed. Yeah, exactly. And I don't know.
Farm animals could be cool. I mean, the farm stuff.
Actually, that's something that I wanted to see in the cats and dogs pack because you already have the editor there. I thought maybe you can just not specify between cats and dogs, but then just choose how they walk and what kind of noise they make. Or do,
maybe,
and then you could do lots and lots of other animals. The editor that we already have, that would have been cool. Like we have in Spore, for example, which is also an EA title. So maybe that I thought that would be cooler.
Yeah.
Back then when Cats and Dogs came out, because then the whole people who miss their horses, and can make the farm animals and stuff. Yeah.
Because I reckon that's where it would come with horses and everything else would come with a farming pack.
Yeah. Oh, that would have been so good. I mean, why is it called Cats and Dogs too? Like.
Because there are only cats and dogs in it.
Yeah, but so they could make my first pet freaking stuff pack thing.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah,
because
the pack that shall not be named.
Oh, the worst pack ever.
Massive cage gerbil thing. With
like those
hideous table that I can't look at.
I don't
like those hamsters have the bigger apartment than I have, and hang on, fucking mansion I live in, mansion cage.
Love it.
But yeah, so I think where were we? Oh yeah, the packs are confirmed. So sometimes, what I actually thought about the cats and dogs pack is they wanted. I think at some point they wanted to have it like I thought, that you can create every animal possible.
Get away from me!
I've just seen it. Cat and tail.
He's like, I heard you talking about cats. Let me show you what a cat looks like.
I love it.
So cute. But then maybe because of performance, we have like we have an insider joke here, by the way, Aiden. It's called performance. Performance is the reason why lots and lots of stuff don't get included in packs, but then show up magically in other packs. So,
I mean, the whole terrain thing was just performance and technical issues, and I was just like, okay, so we're never gonna get that. But there it was. Like, we don't have performance issues anymore, guys. We can make it now.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it's the ultimate argument for stuff not being done for the
especially open world and
it's performance issues, guys.
Yeah,
sure.
It shouldn't be performance issues in 2019.
No.
If it is, then hurry up.
Especially if you already had it in an older game, right? Like in an old, we had it in old. We're not asking for flying. I don't know, horses. I don't know. I don't even know what's impossible. Like, but
flying
you know
horses.
what I mean? Flying horses. Pegasus pack confirmed. Fred just said it. Yeah. You heard it here first, guys.
The Greek Hercules pack. The Hercules that fly through the Sims world on Pegasus.
Yeah. My Little Pony pack confirmed.
Oh,
that sounds cool. My Little Pony pack.
Oh no! Imagine the bronies everywhere. They'd love it.
Oh yeah. Kind of has more players than the whole bronies like storming into the Sims community. That would be cool.
But yeah, I think we've covered what packs we think are going to be in 2019. I feel like, I don't know what game packs they could actually make. Maybe like Supernatural or farming stuff, but I feel like they haven't been making a lot of game packs lately.
No.
Yeah, and also not stuff packs that much. I think after the Big Trouble Mansion pack, it kind of went a little bit low key on those.
I just thought, I think of that. I think it was just like a last thought pack. I think it was the dregs of whatever was left over from Cats and Dogs, and they thought, maybe we can just slip this into another pack. And
the worst thing is that a lot of companies do that. They like plan, for example, an expansion pack that could be for like Assassin's Creed or The Sims, and then it's like, okay, so this we're not gonna put in the main game pack thing because we can make more money of it. I feel like that's kind of what they did with My First Pets. They kind of thought, okay, so we can just leave out rodents and shit. And
by the way, my mom is in my chat. She's watching us, so say hi, Mom.
Hi.
Mama's Simproved. And she says more rockabilly clothes and hairs because my mom likes rockabilly stuff. Yeah.
I'd love to see that in there.
Yeah. I mean, we got some rockabilly stuff with the bowling pack. I think there was like some, with the cherries on top. And corsets. Right. Yeah.
Do you guys ever use that pack though?
Bowling, no. But I also don't use the freaking wall climbing thing from fitness stuff, but the other stuff I use. So
I use a lot of the furniture from the bowling pack because I love mid-century furniture.
Yeah,
But I don't like some of the swatches.
Yeah, the swatches again. But I love the couch and chair that came with that pack.
I like the little end table. Hi, cattail. Hello.
She's like, we keep talking here, and she's like, "What's going on over here?
What's going on?
This sounds so." Stay there.
It's just like it's putting makeup on. It's like cattails just coming in.
Oh, you have no idea. Try to sleep, and that thing crawls on your face, and you're just, I'm gonna lay here now. If you can't breathe, I don't care. Good night. And I'm gonna purr really loudly into your ear as well, so you're not gonna be able to sleep. Oh yeah,
that's lovely. Yeah.
It is the best.
What do you think for build mode? What is still something that just for the build mode, not build objects, but the mode itself would be cool? For me, it would be changing the seasons in build mode, and also to use the camera, that we use for the video shots and stuff.
Yeah.
In build mode as well. That would be something
I told you about the mod that
I know.
Free cam mod.
But you have to pay for it, and I didn't get it.
No, you do not have to pay for it.
It's free. Yeah, maybe I have to get it then. Yeah.
What kind of what mod is that?
It's called the free cam mod by, I think it's Twisted
Maxi. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And what you can use the tab mode as you would in gameplay in the actual build mode, so you can come down and you can play around with the camera angle and stuff really easily.
Ah, cool!
It's really cool.
You never have to move in a sim to just record a video. Can you imagine?
Oh, that would be
time.
That would be freaking beautiful. But yeah, the season thing as well.
Luke says less glitching and when you have cheats on. That's true. If you have move objects on, there's lots and lots of glitches going on in the game.
More wall hides as well. In my sense.
Yeah. I wasn't we didn't have other wall hides in Sims 3, right? That was something totally new in Sims 4.
Yeah. It was a new thing.
Yeah,
but I feel
probably were limited. That's probably why constrained floor elevation and stuff couldn't come into the game, because the coding that would have went into having different wall heights. On one level, But whereas before it was easy to get those two same wall heights at different levels to be able to make a path for your sim to follow and things.
But honestly, I would much rather have one wall height and constrained floor elevations than having the freaking third, because I never use the third wall height because it's so high and no
Excuse me? No, I use them a lot. Especially if you use the freezes, like the super fat freezes.
No.
Those on castles and stuff, I use them. If you have something that has a grand kind of
I just feel like there's no doors or no windows for the tallest wall heights.
It's not that much. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And it's okay, so now we got Get Famous, but there's no new walls and there's no arches. There's nothing really for those, so I don't use them. I believe the second wall heights I use sometimes, but mostly I just go with the standard regular one.
What I actually also want is more freezes and more spandrels and more trimming stuff, because that barely gets ever added with packs.
No, it doesn't.
I was just, why is there never something new there?
Yeah.
Just, I think with the vampire pack,
I'd love them to work properly as well.
My god.
How many times did
is trims near stairs. If you've got a staircase which is against the wall and you tried to put a trim on it, it won't go on it. Just little things like that. I would have been happier with Jungle Adventure when they had the sort of trim details set where you could just plonk them on yourself. Just do it yourself rather than having it automatic. It just makes it so easier like that.
Exactly.
Also, sometimes the trim goes through the outside and into the
if you delete the floor inside,
what is that about? I hate that, and sometimes it's just on the one side of it.
Light over it as well. It makes it because it's inside and it's supposed to be outside. It's just it makes me cry actually.
And also sometimes it's the same with the roof trimming works if it's like a closed room, but sometimes I delete for like a huge gallery inside, and then you can see the roofs inside as well.
Yeah, like, oh my god, I hate when the roofs crop through walls and like into the flooring as well. I mean, I don't understand why that is still a thing in, like, how old is The Sims 4? 4 years, about to be 5, I believe, and it's still a freaking thing. And
I know.
We've said it so many times, like, fix the freaking roofs, and it's still going through everything. If you just delete one floor tile, it's everything just goes through, and you have to like cover it up with paintings and shit to try to hide everything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That is so true.
Yeah, I mean, they did a lot of things for us in the build mode. Like when we asked for round roofs, like how long? I think 1.5 years we waited for round roofs.
Yeah.
Then we finally got them. So they are working on it, but still we need spiral stairs and diagonal stairs. Like especially
I really don't like the hexagon and circle roofs. I find them really hard to work with. Really hard to fine tune. Like you could just want to pull it just slightly, and it's like 7 foot, like down into the flower bed below.
That's so true. Also, like I don't understand why there is honestly a round roofing piece, because you can't really do anything. There's no round room, so why would you have like
exactly?
But yeah, like
it's so true.
If you pull it down, it just goes halfway, and you can't see anything through the windows. Or
so true.
Blue Salad in my chat wants more options for foundations and pools.
Yeah. Oh my god, foundation options, and also I hate the staircases we have. I hate them. I don't like any of the stairs that we have. Honestly, I always go back to the same staircase because it's just it's what works. I mean, it's the most neutral looking, and the other ones are just, the swatches are bad and it doesn't go with anything, and like if you try to find a railing that matches that, it doesn't really match. I mean, that's the one thing I have with the build mode. It feels like nothing matches something else. It's just like, okay, so this is from this pack, so you can only use these items.
Kylie in my chat says a thing I didn't recognize, but there's no white modern door in the game. They're all colorful.
Yeah, why? I mean,
it's true. I mean, they're glass doors, but like a white normal one. No, I think there isn't. Yeah,
but also,
I didn't realize so far, but yeah, there isn't. This weird because it's like one of the basics. Sometimes I think, okay, they cover the basics, but then still we don't have a white modern door.
No, also like I appreciate the Sims team that they do a lot of free stuff. Like they added the whole like little palm tree pot plant thing and the sliding door. But why is it that the new sliding door that came with the free update, why it doesn't match anything? It's not the same height as any of the full-sized windows, and it's just smaller, and the colors don't match anything either. It's just like
I've said exactly the same before.
Nothing matches. That's the one thing I have. I think the build mode in Sims 4 is so much better than what we had.
It's the best. Sorry, it's the best build mode so far. And
definitely. I love everything. I mean, the build mode is just a joy to build in the Sims 4 compared to the other games. But it's just nothing matches. That's the only problem I really have with the build mode. Nothing. Why? I don't understand why. Like the wooden swatches, and it feels like the wooden swatches, and then you have like everything can go with blue items, but if you want to do another color, nothing matches with that color. We have all of these pastel colors and like these really, like for example the dark navy blue wallpaper thing with the white trim in the top and the bottom. If you choose one of the other colors, nothing really goes with that.
Yeah, no, I completely agree.
I mean, it's just nothing really matches, and it drives me freaking crazy because it just it really does, and it just takes twice as long to do stuff in The Sims 4 because you have to find items that just remotely match to what you have, and I said this to Fry as well. If you have like a bed from Seasons, you can only use Seasons items to match stuff with that freaking bed because nothing else goes with it, and it's just why not have
There's
the
a
same
certain aesthetic, I think, and I love the mode. I love the intuitive way of like using it and stuff.
Yeah,
but
the drag and drop stuff as well. Like it saves so much time. Copying rooms.
Oh my god,
rooms has saved my life.
Finally, that's
it really has.
We can't go back to like placing. Oh, you did like something wrong. Now you have to all the walls and do it like manually and do it all around. That one was. Yeah,
it's the aesthetic of some of the stuff. The aesthetic of some of the stuff, I find it a little bit.
I think also the build mode itself is also has more different kind of options. For example, the freezes and the trims and the roof trims and the spandrels. Like these are all like different kind of things that we didn't have in The Sims 3 and 2 and 1. So I really like that. So like the basic idea and like the layout and how it's all thought out is really good. It's super good. The only thing that it's like it's still lacking some things. For example, like more wall heights and half walls and foundation. You know, it's like aesthetic things, like you already said, like color swatches.
It's also aesthetic things. Like it's just they almost need to hire in somebody who's like a
child,
good with the trend marketing. They know what's fresh and what's new at the minute with styling and how. Yeah. Also, because I find a lot of the furniture really chunky. Same with the windows, the doors. It's just all a little bit. It just doesn't, and that's why I tend to CC a lot now. You know.
Speaking of doors, Brunetti also says that I have a problem with the inside doors in general. They all look bad, and I totally agree. I hate all of the inside doors. And like, well, if you want to use for example, the second wall height again, there's no doors for that. You can only choose the doors that go like the front doors and shit. Like and they're small. Like seriously, and these small doors.
Yeah, it's okay.
It looks so bad. Like the door's like this high, and then the wall goes up to here, and it doesn't make any sense. Like it's just like this little dollhouse door, and everything else is just my head starts to hurt. It really.
Luke wants more kitchen stuff. Yeah, maybe. I mean, we talked. Oh yeah, this is something. The build mode is very American.
Oh yeah.
Maybe you have realized, Aiden, that we have very American stuff in there, and some European stuff is not in there, and it's kind of weird for us sometimes. But that was always the case with The Sims, in my opinion. Like we have some objects in there, like in Sims 3. I will never forget this. What was it? The garbage press thing.
Oh,
I don't know.
What, we don't have that here.
Disposal. I was like, oh, garbage.
Yeah. Yeah, there was like a garbage. You could put your garbage in there and it kind of compressed the garbage, but they still have to put it outside. I don't get it. Like the whole thing is like totally bonkers. Why would you ever have something like that? But then again, I kind of realized that's why I've always wanted to say like to the Sim viewers, if you're watching, I need a water cooker because they don't have that in America. Like the water cooker thingy.
Like a kettle or...
Yeah, like you don't have this like an electric water boiler thing.
I was just like water cooker.
I would say kettle.
A water cooker.
I call it a water cooker.
You had to cook water.
Find a pot and put it on the freaking stove, woman.
That's like the little translation for it, like from German. I thought it's like the same in English. Water cooker.
Water cooker.
Kettle.
Yeah. Kettle. Okay.
Kettle. Oh, kettle.
Tea brewer.
The tea brewer.
There's a tea brewer. Yeah, but that tea brewer is also 6 foot tall and takes up most of the ready
I mean, I never. Do you guys use that though, like the cappuccino maker and stuff? Because they just
huge.
take up.
Never.
It takes up one.
I almost never even put them in the kitchens because
they use one counter space. It's ridiculous.
Exactly. Yeah. There's a way to make the grinder and the other thing that comes with it fit together on one space, but I don't know. I've tried it before. They almost click together.
Oh, wow. Can you remember, what's it called? The cupcake factory thingy? That huge thing? That abomination of a whatever it is?
Literal factory.
Like the size of a freaking bedroom.
Yeah.
It needs its own room. It literally does.
Hallway or loft or something. I don't know. And it's base game. And when I looked at it, I was like, what the hell?
Is it base game?
What are they thinking? It's base game. It's from base game.
Christelle, everything in The Sims is 6 foot tall. The makeup
machine.
But yeah, we talked about this in the last podcast as well.
Yeah, sorry.
Everything is just so American, like higher, like that's, and we talked about that as well. That's why I enjoyed the IKEA stuff pack thingy that came with The Sims 2, because it's really European looking. Everything kind of goes together and
just clean and
and we don't have counters that look anything like that's in the game now. At least not here in Denmark. I know nothing of a counter that looks like that. I've never seen a counter look like that.
Yeah.
It's so American looking. Yeah. And I'm like, SimGuru Grand tweeted out as well something about Danish design and stuff. And I was just, use it in the freaking game. People know what it is. I mean, why don't you make a Danish-inspired kitchen? Everybody knows what Danish kitchens look like. I mean, even like in Britain and around the world, people try to copy the Scandinavian style thingy. So freaking use it. What are you doing? Love the IKEA pack. Yeah, it's my favorite pack.
Yeah. Is there anything else about build mode? So we can go to stuff pack and say what actually like what we would like to see.
I've got a list for build mode. I think I put them all up on Twitter.
Yeah.
Modern seamless windows. I want seamless windows that click together to make one huge. That would just, or a glass wall.
Exactly.
Glass
wall.
Like I hate
glass wall.
And
the technology's in there for the roof. Like,
and the biggest windows we have that freaking frame on it. It's just you can't make it seamless.
Oh, it looks weird. Yeah.
I mean, if you want to make like a full glass frontal house, you can't do that because there's freaking like what are they called?
And modular couches with
modular couches stuff too. Exactly.
Like we had those in the other games too as well, didn't we? Modular couches.
Yeah, we had. And what I want is like a freestanding kind of shower thingy. So you can just have the shower thingy, whatever it's called, and I can build the shower around it myself.
Yeah, I hate the shower.
Like a modular shower,
yeah.
There's really, really good bit of CC that does that. It's so good.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm not using CC,
I don't use CC either, which is just like sometimes I really want to use it.
Come over to the dark side, children.
You can just go like, oh, come, dark side.
I can show you the way. Like GIF out of The Simpsons when Homer's like, come and sit here next to me. I'd love to see countertop hobs as well, like countertop cooking, like an induction hob.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what we talked about. Yeah, that's what we talk about. That's very American that they have these 3 standalone stoves with a cooking thing on it. And here in Europe, we have the,
induction tops, and then like the oven is in like.
Sometimes we have the oven.
Yeah. I mean, again, American, and I feel like.
And fridge kind of cabinet things where you can hide your fridge in the cabinet.
Yeah, same with washing machines as well.
Oh, the laundry.
More roofing textures as well. Roof textures.
Yeah, we only got with the jungle and the Get Famous pack. These are the 2 new roof textures in 4 years. Wait, how long do we have it now?
Yeah, 4
years. 4 years for 2 roof textures.
I hate the roof textures. I like literally. I don't like any of the roof textures in the game. I try to hide them and like make flat roofs with 100,000 of the freaking white tables and just stack them on top of each other so I don't have to make roofs. The roofs are really ugly. Glass floors as well could be so good.
That could be cool.
I mean, I use the dance floor, but it's just not like... It's not good looking.
I always find it difficult to map a floor plan downstairs, though, if the glass is above, because you have to kind of... If you, what I find ugly is seeing like glass and then seeing the wall into 2 rooms.
You know
what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's pooing in there.
Yeah.
More architectural pieces, I said as well. Roof and wall details, just things to put on the front of buildings to change the shape of it. Like, and they are starting to do more. They are starting to put more in, but
I really wanted is like the window frame, what you have above, like outside of the window, above and under it. That's what we have here in Europe. Like these kind of decorations.
Completely. And I usually use shelves.
I use shelves as well.
And then the lighting fucks the shelves up, and you can't see what it is anyway. So
probably they have some shelves then in some pack, and then like, oh, I'm so sorry, you have a black window now.
Exactly.
This is what's going to happen, probably.
Like, there's a shelf here, no light can come through.
Never.
Live in darkness.
You just see this one black window in the middle of a video talk. Just like...
yeah. But in general, I was so excited when the Get Together pack came out, because I finally thought, okay, we're gonna have some European stuff now. But
the Tudor, like the timber framing.
Yeah, there was so much Tudor stuff, and I was like, I don't know about you guys, but we don't have a lot of that type of builds in Denmark anymore. There's just not a lot of them. Of Tudor style builds.
We have a lot,
We have a lot as well.
Yeah.
It's just you, sorry, we outvote you, bye.
But the Danish minimalism kind of doesn't have the Tudor.
They're kind of bulldozed and we build something new and better. But yeah, I was really excited about that pack, because I thought, okay, finally they're gonna do something really European, and we got a lot of really good stuff, but it's just like, give me
still
more.
my favorite world to this day.
Yeah, it is.
I think it's still my favorite expansion pack. I'm sorry to say, but Get Together is my favorite expansion pack.
Okay.
It's the best build stuff. Together. It's the best world. It's cool gameplay with the clubs and stuff. That's really cool gameplay in my opinion. And it's the best expansion pack.
Yeah, I totally. Every time I use the club system, I totally manipulate them to just be my slaves. Like, if you need something to be cleaned when you're running a veterinarian clinic, you can just like have the cleaning ladies.
Activity.
Yeah, club activity. Come clean my freaking vet clinic. And then when you've cleaned it, go home again.
Yeah, and repair everything. That's also like club activity.
What are my freaking plans? It's the club activity. What are you doing? What are my plans?
I'm true.
But yeah, we talked about this. The one thing I need the most is the ability to change weather and seasons in build mode, because now I'm using the freaking cheat codes, and it's so annoying because you have to skip days if you want snow.
Exactly.
So I really need that feature in the game.
Definitely. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm with you. It'd be nice to skip time of days as well, but in build mode, so you can get the best lighting from wherever you are.
Yeah. Maybe if you have like a circle or bar where you can just move the bar and
slide it. Like
that would be cool.
The sun would be. That would be a really cool idea.
Yeah.
And that would be I could see that in the game as well. Do you know, with their aesthetic of the game, I could see like a slidey bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. That you have maybe on top, like on the top menu.
Yeah.
That would be cool. Yeah, maybe it's coming. We don't know.
As Chris now says as well, also choosing lights, their intensity in build mode. Exactly.
Yeah.
Lighting colors.
We could do that in every other Sims game, like change the lighting inside. And when we did the build together, Fry, I talked about wanting to change the lighting, but I had to bring my freaking sim to the world, so he had to take a vacation to go to the world, and then I couldn't even change the lighting. I couldn't change the lighting.
Because of the glitch. We talked about this.
Because of the freaking glitch. It was just like, climax down. I wrote down in The Sims 2, I don't know if you guys remember but we had the ability to, like, if the countertops, you could change just the top of the counter and with another color underneath.
Yeah.
So it had to be from the same countertop, but you could change, like, the top of it, so the tiles would be one color, and then you can, like, choose a color from the another swatch to go, and you could do it in literally everything, in the beds as well. I wish they would bring that back. I don't mind having the swatches. I can see why they did that with the performance. But I just feel like Yeah, performance.
Performance.
Technical limitations. But it's like they are limiting everything we can do, and I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I just run out of stuff to do in build mode because I feel like I've done everything I can do, and I'm sneaking around on other channel. Oh, that's a good idea. I'm gonna steal that. It's mine now. Yeah. I will make money off this idea.
Yeah. Check, please. Yeah. What I really, especially like for the build mode, it would be cool to have different sections where I can say, okay, I will divide this lot in 2 lots now, and this is going to be a gym and this is going to be a bar. Yeah. But I can upload it as one, so I can say this is maybe an apartment, so I have like maybe zones. I can make zones in there and say what kind of the use for this kind of zone is. Yeah. So I can have different community lots and different crossover apartments and all that stuff. That would be really cool. Yeah. And I think that would be something that could be maybe implemented. I'm not sure. Yeah, but that would be...
You talk about apartments. What is up with you having to delete like walls if you make a full apartment to upload it as one big apartment?
Because it has to be one room. Yeah, I don't get it as well.
That is so stupid. I mean, apartments work like a functioning household and a lot in itself. So I don't understand why you have to delete like walls to make it one big room, and then people have to put in the walls themselves. It's just...
Yeah.
Makes no sense in my head.
Yeah. I mean, when City Living came out, I was so... I don't know. It was like, we don't get to build apartment complexes ourselves because we can't. I was like, this is... When I hear City Living is coming, like the first thing that comes into my mind is, okay, cool, I can build apartment complexes now that work in game. And that's one thing they don't have in the game. And I was like, what? Like, what is the priority here? I don't get it.
And then myself limited with the penthouses, because I like my penthouses to look a part of the shell below. Yeah. Like I like it to look like it is a pet, but you're limited because of how you can't change the look of the shells below, because they are the curved white modern, the brick kind of aesthetic one as well. And then there's another gigantic one that just goes around in a spiral.
Yeah.
Like, I just find them really limiting to build on. Really, really limiting.
Yeah.
You end up like...
And the biggest penthouse lot as well, like the really modern one that kind of had like these tiers going down on one side of it. There's no windows matching the side of that build. You can't make things match to the penthouses because they kind of use different textures there. So you can try to make it look like it's part of the build itself, but it doesn't really match. I mean, you can do your best. I mean, we're builders. We can kind of manipulate the game how we want, but it's just, again, the freaking swatches, nothing matches, and it's just
so true.
The biggest pet peeve I have about the game. I never used apartments. It annoys me. I don't play with apartments either.
Never do I.
I was kind of hoping when they released that pack that they would kind of introduce apartments like they did in The Sims 2 Apartment Life. Because that was,
exactly. That's what I was thinking. That was coming back.
The best thing ever. I loved playing with that pack and just having like a fully functional apartment. You could build your own freaking apartment buildings as well. You can't do that here. It's just like this fixed lot and you can only build on that one spot. It's just...
Yeah. So true.
Oh, so annoying.
Oh, why can't we use elevators, says Crystal. Yeah, the elevators. We have the apartments and then only for one floor.
And it's just a wormhole as well. It's not. There's no animation to it.
Yeah. This is especially something where I don't get why we don't have elevators, because we had in all the other packs before. Even in Sims 1 we had elevators, I think.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, I'm not sure. But definitely we have performance, yes. But it's, I mean, you don't even need an animation, just need the walking animation, close the doors, and then you spawn the sim on top, and then do the walking animation.
Come out again.
Yeah, that's it. Like, it's nothing super fancy. I don't know.
It would be cool if they could open, if you could open windows. Yeah. Yeah, I can kind of see that.
Yeah, I've always said that as well. Yeah.
Like apartment windows, like the sliding things.
Yeah. Even a door, like just have a door open in a room.
Do you? I mean, I guess you do this as well, like by cheating to pretend that you have an open glass door or something. That you put like two walls, like this, and then put like the door in there, so it looks as if this open.
Folding as well, just
yeah. Do the zigzag and just place freaking windows so it looks like it's.
Yeah.
I want folding doors as well. Please. Yeah. That'd be lovely.
I mean,
with an animation that looks all cool. Like,
yeah. But I feel like the overall general thing we talk about here is just swatches and overall like
aesthetics
and bring back content that you already made in previous games. Like I just feel The Sims 4 is so limited when it comes to items compared to other games. Like just the simple feature with the swatching out the same palette of the same freaking counter. You can't do that in The Sims 4. You could do it in a game that's literally from 2000. I mean, in The Sims 2. And why can you not do it here? I mean, it's performance, but we know that, but it's just...
Performer.
So annoying. Also... yeah. But I don't know about you guys, but what I really want in the game, and we could do this in every other games as well, like we have the whole catalog in the bottom. I don't understand why we can't make that bigger, because you only have 2 rows and it takes forever to scroll through anything, and just like...
Yeah, and also they really have to filter system. Doesn't work. You especially have to know what the object is called. Like there are no tags to the objects.
Yeah.
So if you are looking for a certain countertop, you can put in counter, but if it's not called counter something,
exactly,
then you won't find it. Like it's so hard sometimes. And I know some objects and like, what the frick is that one called? Because I mean the names are just sometimes absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
So you never find it.
My mom joined the stream.
Oh, hi mom! It's a mom stream. Like my mom's watching. Yeah.
But yeah,
Aiden, can you call your mom, please, that she tunes in?
But yeah, like there's also under the miscellaneous tab, there's so many weird items under there. Like there's statues and like these big block columns that came with Jungle Adventure. I don't understand how they sort stuff sometimes. I feel like, and the proofs as well. I don't know what you call those in English, honestly. I can never find them. Poofs, yeah, right?
Poof. Yeah.
Poofé.
Why aren't they under the living room area? You have to go into comfort and find them under there, and some of the ottomans, that's what I would call them. It's sometimes
weird, like the whole sectioning where stuff is and where not. It's weird. Yeah.
Definitely.
Also, like
there's an item that I hate searching for. The washing machine.
Yeah, why is it under activities?
Yeah, I don't like. Do you know what I'm going to do?
I never see. This is why I don't use the washing machine, probably because I never find it in build mode. This is why I never use it.
They did that for me because it's not like something you do. It's an activity. You can spend your whole life doing laundry. I love laundry. I want to be married to laundry. I love it so much. I have piles of laundry just lying around because I love the smell of it. Oh, some stinky laundry. It's just so good. But yeah, like the catalog is just the system that they use to categorize stuff is just like I don't understand.
Crystal in my chat says a really good idea. Not like a new stuff pack, but a pack that adds more swatches to things that we already have.
Yeah.
Oh,
that would
be
good.
Be just an update. Yeah, she said. So it's such a good idea. Yeah. But I just think a color wheel would change it more. Just having a wheel that would have the technology of everything, so you could just change the colors of everything in game.
Exactly.
Yeah. Do you guys remember when they added that to the pets? That you could kind of the color wheel in Create a Pets thing, and people flipped out. Like, why can?
Wow! Everybody was going.
What is this?
Performance, huh?
Yeah. My mom also says
dogs and cats, not only all wallpapers.
My mom says European curtains. The Americans ones are so grandma.
Oh yeah, they are like
Oh, your
80s
mum
and before.
knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the
That's
one
why I
thing.
don't use curtains.
Yeah. Oh my god, and the curtain snapping thing is just horrible. I hate it.
Yeah.
You can
We
never
always
get
have to
it.
delete the window behind it and then put the curtain, then
Yeah.
put the
Oh,
window.
Yeah.
So annoying.
Yeah,
Like
your,
if
your mum knows it. Your mum
if-
knows.
yeah,
Yeah.
if you
She's
try,
like throwing the shade.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
it's also like you can spend a whole freaking build mode session just fighting with the curtains, like snapping to freaking cat.
She's like, I want to be in this spotlight as well.
I hate the curtain too.
The carpet floor tiles we have cries. Yeah, they're like carpets in The Sims 4. just look
Carpets. Yeah.
like the
I
carpet
don't-
I mean,
floor
I
tiles.
don't use carpets in life like them.
No, I don't either.
Like the real flooring carpets. I
Yeah,
hate them.
They are
So I never have them.
The texture is so weird. It looks like bumpy concrete or something.
Yeah.
It really.
This is why I only use like the rugs, especially like only rugs, but carpets is not. I guess I've never used them. I'm not even sure if I ever used them in any of my builds.
Very
Yes.
rarely. But yeah, I don't have anything else to talk about in build mode. I feel like we've just like
The steam is out. Like,
we took a bulldozer and we just ran it over, just like get out of here.
and like as a,
We can't
I think, but still the build mode in Sims 4 is still the best one so far
Yeah,
in the Sims
I
game.
agree.
And it's
I
still the
agree.
best build mode I've ever seen in any other. For example, I know that Aiden has, for example, also played Planet Coaster.
Oh
That
yeah.
build mode is just horrible.
Oh my god! But you have to admit the things you can do in Planet Coaster, like the
I mean,
free
it's
placing-
cool,
oh,
Yeah.
but it takes you like 3 hours to just build a little shed because you have to turn everything. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
It's
But
very singular
what-
item placement building,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah,
But
yeah.
that terrain manipulation in that game.
Oh, like
Yeah.
a
It's
tiny
amazing.
orgasm every time you do that. It's just like, oh, yes, so good.
Placing those trees and like moving them up and down.
I
And
think
Yeah.
if they will ever do a Sims work on a Sims 5, I will suggest them to buy the animator and like the person behind the Planet Coaster build mode to work on the Sims 5 build mode as well. Just so.
Oh my god, I would just throw my money at the screen if I knew that.
Yeah,
was
yeah,
happening.
like,
just like
kickstart it. I
take my money
I
here.
don't care. You don't have to pay that person. We will do that for you.
I would throw my money at the screen for that and for not having to hear ever performance issue again. I was just like, take my money. You can have all my YouTube money if you can make it work.
doing a Kickstarter for EA. I've never heard.
Our EA has enough
enough
money.
Oh, Eva Tana says, play House Flipper, then you definitely.
That's so true.
That's also one. I'm playing Parkitect right now, and it's the same like with Planet Coaster. And it's
I
also
want to have a go at that actually. That's quite recent. That game.
yeah.
It's quite recently came out.
Parkitect, is that like the old school?
It's like it's
roller
like
coaster
Planet
tycoon.
Coaster, just a little bit pixely, like a little bit more
Yeah.
toned down. But it's really fun. It's really good, and it's I like.
I agree with Brunetti in your chat, Auvbri. It's the worst build mode that exists is in the forest. If anyone played the forest,
Yes.
that build mode, Christelle can even vouch for this. The build
Yes,
mode
yes,
is
the forest
awful.
is, and it's like because it's always blended into the 3D world, and it's like, where is it going? Like 3 kilometers away, it's like it's still glowing somewhere. You have to build something here. One stick is missing.
Or building a foundation and then you put the last log in, and then it locks under the foundation. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
I live here now. Let's do it.
It's like a surprise what comes out of it all. Yeah. Really good.
So funny.
But yeah, so basically the Sims 4 build mode, because I was talking like to other people who built in Minecraft, for example, and they said, hey, our build mode is so much better because we can do like so much
Voxel
different
building,
stuff.
yeah.
And I was like, yeah, you can build blocks. I mean, your graphics are, I'm sorry, it's just not the same. It takes ages for them to it's like basically being Sims 1 again, just with blocks.
Blocks
And
and blocks and blocks.
Sure, they have more freedom because they can place the blocks wherever they want to, but it
Yeah,
takes
they have.
huge time. They have weird. They only can do it like on first person. Just imagine building in first person The Sims 4. Who would like to have that? Nobody. Please don't work on that, Sims team.
No,
We don't need the first person in the build mode.
leave that alone.
But yeah, so it's different. Definitely, it's the best build mode so far.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I
totally
wouldn't
agree.
play the game.
I mean, the only thing is just if they just added a color wheel. I don't even need the creative style thing. I just need a color wheel so I can make things match, and that's really all I need for it to be the perfect freaking build mode. And more clutter items, and that's it.
Perfect's pushing it for me. Getting there.
Perfect. Absolutely spot on.
Perfect.
Mwah. Yeah. Do we want to talk about the stuff packs, or do we want to jump over them?
I want to talk about the freaking stuff packs. So I don't know about you guys, but a lot of people on Twitter, at least in my feed, have been talking about how they miss the stuff packs. And I honestly don't get that, because the stuff packs in The Sims 4 are horrendous. They are just like the worst stuff pack that has ever been released is in The Sims 4. All of them is just like you get like 10 or 15 items for nothing. It's just, and then they create like this one gameplay feature, like the chocolate fountain or whatever, and say, oh, we have this new thing, but it's the same animations they do every time, like the popcorn machine, the chocolate fountain, everything is just the same. And the stuff packs, like stuff packs, don't.
I get you.
I honestly I don't.
I do miss them though.
No, I don't. I guess the Sims 4 would be a better place if you don't have the stuff packs, and those people who are working the stuff packs would be work on game packs and expansions. That would be my
or at least make some proper stuff packs, like things people actually want, and not my first freaking pet stuff and the ball.
Still like vintage glamour though.
Oh, the best freaking stuff.
I think that one is one of the best, definitely. Yeah.
Don't you like the perfect patio stuff pack?
Oh, what? No, the worst thing. I mean, everybody's saying that my first pet is. But actually, the most useless one is the party thing, the luxurious party thing. That's the most useless one. Nobody asked for that. Nobody. And it's the first thing.
The movie hangout stuff.
No, the movie hangout stuff is cool because I like the objects.
What about if they bought stuff packs back, but only if they were designed by the community?
Yeah. Then I guess.
Like we did with the laundry stuff. That would be
only
cool.
like the laundry stuff, and then
said it there as well.
Yeah,
ton of items in the laundry day.
The laundry day and vintage glamour is my favorite stuff pack because like I can use every single item in those two. They go with everything, and vintage glamour stuff is just everything is just
it's
like,
gorgeous.
It goes with everything. You can make vintage, you can make modern, you can make whatever you freaking want with those. And the circular rock thing that has like the sticking out. Yes, give me more of those. Like I need that. I don't need the ball pit of shit and the freaking rodent penthouse. I don't need rodent penthouses. I need vintage glamour 2.0. Really. And just more stuff.
I said that. I think decade theme packed. I'd love to see like a 50s, 60s.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen that the. I don't know which one. I think it was Ninja, so Dave and somebody else. They were talking about if they were going to bring back a stuff pack for respective, decades. And they said they don't think they will do 80s. Like somebody said they won't do 80s because lots of the Sims players weren't even born back then.
But they did
and I was
that
like,
for...
what? What? Like, that's not an argument that you don't bring like a whole decade of design and culture back. It's just
exactly. It's an aesthetic.
What the hell?
They did,
and also
they did an 60s, 70s, 80s stuff pack thing for The Sims 3, and that was freaking good. Like they had the whole diner theme as well.
I didn't have that one, but actually that one was interesting. Yeah.
Rita also says, I don't understand why my first pet stuff doesn't go with the Cats and Dogs expansion. Nothing matches from that. I mean, it's supposed to. You can.
Well,
only,
the first stuff pack. Well, the first pet. Some things match.
Yeah, but most of it's just really childish looking, and then that's one of the problems I have with the stuff packs. Is just everything just has horrible swatches or like these patterns that's just out of my ass, to be honest. I mean, I don't like the swatches. Everything is just so childish in the stuff packs, and that's why I really like Vintage Glamour, because it's really simple looking and it goes with everything.
There's an aesthetic there.
Yeah.
Not that hideous aquarium table.
What I also would like, we already talked, like Decades is really good, but countries or at least regions. So we have Asian stuff pack, we have Scandinavian stuff pack, we have African, or I don't know, like stuff like that. Would be so much more interesting, but they still focus on the American version of University, the American version of Cats and Dogs, and the American version of, I don't know, it's always so American.
It is an American game, but I feel like they have to know that a lot of their player
worldwide
base
audience,
is just not in America. It is worldwide, as Aiden says. It's just all over.
Yeah.
So why are they keep making all of this American stuff that, I mean, half of the stuff I can't relate to because it doesn't look like that here. And a lot of European countries have the same style. Like we have the general same stuff, like the shower and stuff like that. We don't have, at least not here in Denmark, we don't have showers like this in the game. Like
we neither. Like those ugly showers, I've ever actually them, and I've seen quite some ugly showers in my life.
Yeah,
it just nods like.
There's just
I get that.
There's one shower in the game that's kind of like almost all glass, so you can kind of hide that. With half walls, but I
think it's like a base game one as well. Isn't
it?
It's got like a
but it just it breaks every freaking time you use it. So it's
but it's the most prettiest one. That's something like some really pretty things are like the cheaper things and always break in the game.
Yeah, like one of the beds. Also a base game bed, like
base game bed. That was one. The cheap one was the best looking one. Yeah, exactly.
Really simple looking, nice. It's simple. It has a headboard, and that's it. It's so cheap, and they just hate sleeping in that freaking thing. But I love using it because it just goes with everything. Instead of like these American beds that just look like so. There's like this. I don't know what to call it. Like not even Victoria style. It's just it has this huge bed frame thing, and like it's just
Chris says they IKEA stuff pack, says Crystal.
Yeah, we said that. But if I see one more Chesterfield texture on either a bed, duvet, a sofa, or any cushion, I am going to rage quit the game and never go back.
Oh no! At least
you heard it here first. Let's see how long that takes, because I'm pretty sure.
If that happens, Aiden, promise we can do a collaboration before you rage quit the game, because I've been waiting. Like I waited a year for Fry. I'm not gonna freaking have you rage quit on me.
If I see a Chesterfield in that collab, though, I shall withdraw.
Rita says that she honestly used the base game stuff more than all of the stuff packs. Yeah, I agree. A lot of the stuff packs items I just don't use. I can't remember why I got them, to be honest. Just like I was like, oh, new items. Oh, they're shitty. Oh, okay.
I mean, there are people who get all the stuff packs, and then there are people who only get certain stuff packs, and then there are people who never get any stuff packs. I'm definitely one who, before I did YouTube, was only like, okay, only if it interests me, but I actually despise stuff packs by heart.
Yeah.
So I only got like maybe one or two. I don't know. I had the IKEA one. I can remember the IKEA one, but that's it maybe. But nowadays, since I get all the packs because I'm an EA game changer, I sometimes think like, oh my god, people who actually pay money for these are going to be pissed.
Yeah,
I review them.
I don't know about you, Aiden, but I don't have all the stuff packs because I'm not a freaking game changer and I don't want to buy them.
I do have them.
Yeah, I just...
Have you applied to be a game changer?
Yeah,
several times I think.
several times. Yeah.
We have to get him in the program. Like,
me and Fry were talking about that. We think that it's maybe because I didn't use Twitter as much.
Yeah, he was living under a rock. He was basically living under one of your builds, and we were already on Twitter and like.
I was like hiding in the forest build under the freaking foundation. Like I'm not here.
Building myself in. Doing it.
What year is it? What year is it?
Has a personal vendetta against picnic tables. We've got 15 picnic tables.
15? No.
15
really?
picnic tables. Go and count the 13, 14 picnic tables in the game.
No.
And
really?
They're all ugly.
Oh, this one's different. It's got an umbrella.
So
in it.
many. We have really? I haven't looked them up, but
there we go. Go and look, and then you can
go and look. It's like lazy game review chairs that we have. So freaking.
I love that.
We have a lot of chairs. Like, it's true.
We have this game pack, an assortment of chairs, small ones, round ones for your butts. I love that. It's just so good, and he does it every time.
Like every time I do a game pack, I count the chairs just to make sure how many are there.
And I don't understand why Maxis keep getting him review codes, because he just bashes everything about stuff packs. It's so funny. It's just like, stop giving him codes if you don't want him to just bash your freaking stuff packs.
But I actually love him for that. You know,
he's so funny.
He loves The Sims. He loves like the game itself. Like. He's like us, but if you love it so much, you also know when it was better in Sims 3, for example. And this is why we're still complaining so much about Sims 4 stuff, because we had it in Sims 3. It's an older, really old game now, and this was working back then. Why is it not working now?
Yeah.
And please don't say performance, because when it was working in 90 something, I don't know when it was, then don't give us that as an excuse. Yeah.
Totally right. Or I totally forgot to change the stuff pack thing. Damn it, Fry, did you say something?
LGR doesn't get the review codes anymore, says somebody in my chat. Is that true?
Yeah, no, it is true. Yeah, I was going to say that as well.
Oh.
I don't know the reasons behind that or anything.
Maybe we should all ship in together and then mail him one.
Oh, I'm not gonna pay for freaking stuff packs, I promise you that. Like, when I had to buy the toddler stuff, it broke my freaking heart, because I was like, but that's my hard-earned money. Why? Just for that one freaking top overlay thingy.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I mean, it's a cool tarp.
Aesthetics.
At least I can say there's no other tarp in the game, and this is also something that kind of bothers me. So you really have to have this toddler stuff to have this awning tarp sail thing.
Yeah, so, and that's coming quite handy in a few builds.
Yeah,
you're gonna find
you're going to love it. I will promise you.
They have got another tarp in the game. It's the I always forget the name of that bloody camping one.
Outdoor
retreat.
Outdoor retreat.
There's a tarp.
It's just a square one, though, isn't it? It's just a square flat.
Oh, the one on the floor.
On the floor, yeah. No, we are talking about the shade, sail shade thingy. That's really weird. I mean, what I hate about that object is that like the stelts or whatever it's called, the columns are super weird and funky. But everywhere. It's the only thing we have is sail shades, and we have lots of sail shades here in Germany. So in summer we have them out and stuff, and it's just something that I see a lot in my life.
Your lifetime.
Life. I guess, like, for me, I would like to have a stuff pack that would also be cool. Like, I mean, I'm more of a dark person, so maybe a horror stuff, kind of more adulty stuff pack would be cool. Maybe a plus 18 stuff pack. That would be cool. And we all know what's going to be in there. Alcohol and more sex and woohoo and killing people. Yeah, sex bushes, for example. on Sims and for the garden. So both sex bushes.
Do you guys remember when they did that stuff pack for The Sims 3? Like, what was it called? The really mature one where women would have like lingerie on and the men would.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that was pretty like raunchy.
Yeah,
is it
I mean, they could do something like.
As soon as The Sims 4 came out, that they went down in kind of the age guidance.
Yeah.
So they had to be more PG with it all. Yeah. Peggy 18. No, Peggy 11.
Who the hell is Peggy? That's the thing that I was asking myself. Peggy? Who's that Peggy? And why does she come to choose who can watch and who not?
You just know it's some bitch standing in a corner just like, that's gonna be that. That's gonna be that. Oh, fuck you, Peggy.
Just like,
I hate you.
Fuck you, Peggy. I hate you. You fun stopper.
Yeah. Stuff packs. I just want them to be more like meaty.
Just more.
Yeah, more. I like, and not all the childish stuff that they do because, no.
So should we jump to questions or not?
Yeah. So if you guys have any questions, ask us in the chats, and we will try to answer to the best of our ability. And you can of course and you can of course ask any one of us or a question for all of us. So ask away, guys.
Ask away.
I was like, what's your favorite color?
Oh, blue. I love blue.
You got like the purple plump up though.
No,
no,
and I've said this in my videos as well. I wouldn't actually mind like painting a wall like this really dark blue and having a freaking yellow couch. I would love it.
Yeah,
it's my dream.
That would be lovely.
It reminds me a little bit of my first apartment. That's exactly what I had: dark blue walls and yellow furniture. Hate the yellow though now. Like after a while, it grinds on you. It's kind of hate the yellow.
Oh, that's the mustard couch. Lovely looking.
Kylie asked, "What's the requirements to become a EA game changer?" That's actually a good question. Should I look this up because there's like a
there was this whole thing where I can't remember who did it.
The website, isn't it?
Yeah, but there was I can't remember. Somebody did a video on it, where she talked about the application to becoming a game changer, and she talked about it has to be more specific because there's all of these like small little details. For example, being active on Twitter or in the community or whatever. That's just
I can read it out now. It says the Game Changers Network is a community partnership program from Electronic Arts that integrates gaming influences and expert players directly into our game development process, enabling early access to gameplay that inspires creative storytelling.
Sorry, guys, I didn't see anything.
And also, there we go. Let's all put in there.
Oh, I can't see it.
Yeah, so that's what it kind of says. But it's all good.
Yeah, but I have applied to
to be honest with you, it's just kind of influences, and it can be even people. I hate the word influences as well.
It's horrible. It's horrible. Yeah.
Like anybody from Tumblr or the thing is, it's a confusing and conflicting name. I think being called a game changer because we don't have any input into how really the game is in development process. It's a case of, but that's my thing. Yeah, I don't know about you guys.
But the thing is also when you don't get into the program, which is fine, it's just like they don't tell you why. They don't tell you how you can improve or what you can do. Because I've applied 2 times now and you just you hear nothing.
I'm very surprised at that actually.
Yeah, but
for me, it took for me, for example, years to become an EA game changer. I applied every time and took 3 years till I got like an invite.
Yeah.
Or like a code. I mean, before EA game changer, just simply got a code. You were on kind of a list. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something like that. And So it took 3 years, and like then I see some people who are really young and like really have also a young channel or young blog or whatever, and they get it right away. I kind of like, I'm like, why? Because I know so many other people who are longer at it, you know, like more passionate because they are longer on it already. Kind of showing that they do content regularly and stuff for years, and they don't get a pack or like the code or whatever. It's just sometimes it's weird.
It is kind of like, it's a bit annoying that they don't tell you what you can do to improve or like stuff like that. You don't even get a know. There's just like this list. Oh, these are the new game changers, which is fine, and it's really good for those who got in because like they deserve it, obviously. But it's just.
But what I like about the EA Game Changer program is just not only YouTube and not only Twitch. It's bloggers. It's also CC creators that are EA Game Changers. So I think that's really cool that they kind of open it up to also other platforms and varieties.
Yeah, that's really good. Lynn Sane also asks, how long have you guys had your YouTube channels, Twitch channels? Questions for everyone. I have been doing regular uploads for a little over 4 years now. So 4 years.
How do you cut out then? How long? 4 years. Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm also 4 years. Yeah. On March March I have my anniversary. So
yeah,
3 years.
Yeah, 3 years for me on YouTube, and I think I've just done my 15 months on Twitch. 15 months on Twitch.
That's really, aren't you that long?
I thought
I would have sworn that you're really long on Twitch.
No, 15 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, and already partner. Wow.
Yeah, that's really good.
Girl.
Oh, the sass is real. The sass is real. Rita asks, how do I improve my decoration? Because I've been playing the game. I feel she's asking how she can improve her own decoration when she does building.
It's still super bad. Maybe I think finding your own aesthetic, what you love as a style, and then implementing that into different ways. If I don't know how to explain it properly into what I do.
But yeah, I mean, it's something that I've heard that everybody else kind of style, like people can recognize that it's one of my builds. And I can see that I don't see that I have like my own style. I can see it for myself, but I can definitely say that's an Aiden and that's an Auvbri, you know, like I can see sometimes on your builds.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's maybe something, it comes to you maybe sometimes. It's like weird. I guess if you really want to improve on decorations, you don't you know, like you can't really influence it. It's kind of there already maybe.
I mean, I always say in my builds when people ask and in live streams and stuff, like how, for example, landscaping, how do you figure out what goes with where? And I just say, landscaping, look at what's around you. How can you make this fit in? I mean, that's what I do. I just look at what plants is, and also in the interior as well. I usually say to people, decorations. I feel like look around at what you see in your apartment or wherever you live. I mean, I have freaking pictures on the wall that I don't even know what half of them say, but it's just like because I thought it looked good. So I just say to people, decorate to your freaking heart's content. And
I would also say use other stuff that's not maybe meant to be a decoration down. You know, look what kind of other objects you can use to decorate your house, like a Sims house with
small little knickknacks and stuff. But
and you're amazing at that, Bri.
Yeah, but it is a really hard question because I feel like everybody has their own style.
Everyone's different.
Yeah,
but that's
just a hard question.
That's just what I do. But it is
Rome Levant wants to know if we are going to do a collab, all three of us.
Yay!
Yes! Probably I mean, I would be up.
One.
Yes! Coming, we will get there.
Oh, it's gonna happen, people. I'll make it happen.
it's-
Even if Aiden decides he wants to quit.
Aubrey will probably be the only one who keep us together and like kind of remind us of doing it, because me and Aiden, we are like the slowest. Oh my god, yes.
Yeah, I'm like, how many times did I write to you? Like, are you ready? Can we do it now? And you're just like,
Yeah,
oh, you
I
have
know.
to wait a bit. And it's just like, oh my god, I've been waiting a year. Can we do it, please? Oh, I have time now. We can do it right now. Okay, fine. What do you want to make? Oh, I don't know. A community lab? Yeah, sure. Let's do that. I waited a
It was
year.
just-
But I can wait.
Yes.
You can wait. You have to wait.
Oh, you better believe that I'm gonna be on your fucking ass about making.
And it's not even on
this
purpose, it's just,
collaboration.
I have it's going to take, 2021, I think it's like,
2021.
we should put out a teaser now, we should make a teaser now, and then the trailer comes the next year.
Like just our
And then-
logos popping
and
up
then
and
summer
just like
2021.
with the
All of us,
tagline. Oh, you'll wait for it.
You know you want to.
But yeah, we could do collaboration. I mean, I feel like we want to, right?
Yeah, we all want to, but
Yeah,
it's
I'd love to.
the time that's maybe Aubrey should start, and then maybe we can get it finished.
We'll do it this year at some point.
So, okay, guys,
Coming December 2019. Yeah.
Coming
on
this
the-
year.
31st of December, you can see the collaboration between the three of us, and it's gonna be freaking
happen.
awesome. Like
Yeah.
It's going to be a wonderful Christmas land.
one last hurrah before the
That we
year
will start
ends.
building in summer or so.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, what's going on?
Lindsay asks, what are your best tips for a small Sims YouTuber? Like, I totally remember when I started out in the channel. Fry has frozen. Oh, she's not frozen anymore. I remember when I started out, I just continued making content, and you're gonna. I'm not even gonna lie. Sometimes it's gonna feel like you are getting nowhere. It still feels like that for me at the moment.
Definitely, yeah.
Like you're stuck on the freaking 50,000 subscriber mark for like 500 years before one person subscribes. But just continue to make content, and you're gonna get there eventually. I mean, we all have a little over 55 or 50 something subscribers, 50,000.
Yeah.
Also, be happy with what you've got. Don't push the fact that you're not climbing anywhere, or get like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think sometimes what's really encouraging though, like same people always watch you and always comment, that's like your first
building
kind of fans.
Yeah.
It's really cool, and it's really nice to see them come back and eventually listen to them. They have lots of suggestions usually, like on my.
I mean,
a lot of my mods
call
on
it
Twitch
business.
were the people that I would always interact with a lot in my YouTube comments, because we built a relationship, became friends, and then I trusted them then to come over to Twitch to help me on Twitch, and then it's turned into a whole new thing. So yeah.
So you can do it, and of course, look up all the features that the YouTube page has to offer, because some here didn't know about it.
Because I'm unprofessional, guys. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just creating content, and I'm like, this is good enough. Put it up there.
Upload.
No, it was like the
monetization. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Click that button. But yeah, don't feel like in the beginning as well. Don't feel like you have to spend like tons of money on like equipment, for example, like
that doesn't
microphones
count
and
as
stuff,
nothing,
because you don't really need it in the beginning. The microphone that you can find on your computer, like the recording software, is usually good enough.
It's fine. Also, editing software stuff can be free. There's like really good free editing software. For example, I still use it. So everybody is so. He's laughing already. Shut your mouth. But I'm still editing my videos. Now hold on. Are you sitting? I'm still editing my videos with the lovely Windows Movie Maker, and it's still working.
Yeah, there's so many YouTubers out there who still use it, and iMovie.
iMovie is way better than Movie Maker. Movie Maker is like, I don't know, from 2012 or 11.
They don't even support it anymore. You can't. They, if you go and download it from the Windows website, they say we don't support this program. It's just like
we don't recommend downloading and use.
Are you okay?
Yeah. What's wrong with you? It's 2019. Yeah. Somebody asked how the Twitch cams are, and I think Aiden is the only one who went to Twitch camp. So you have
Twitch camp.
Yeah. No, Sims camp. Sorry.
It was really good. Yeah, I really enjoyed myself. It was weird, very strange to see creators that you've watched for years in the flesh. That was what weirded me out. I was like, oh my god, there's that person I've been watching for years. Do I go over and weirdly say hi? Which I didn't. Just like yeah, no, it's nice. It was nice. It was nice to meet fellow minded people, the same minded people that have got the same love for a game that you have, you know? It was quite strange. It was quite strange. But yeah, but also, I don't know, and it can be kind of anxiety inducing, that kind of environment, you know, people who already know each other, and there are kind of not cliques, but you get what I mean. People are going to have relationships kind of built over time. But yeah, I had fun. That's all I'm going to put it to. I had a good time.
And that's the most important thing.
Exactly.
Isn't it?
Exactly.
Imani asks, best PCs to play The Sims on?
Anything but a Mac.
Yeah, like really.
To be truthful.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I have I built my own custom
I built
PC
mine too.
because laptops are fine, but if you want to record in super high quality, you have to get computers.
Needs the RAM and memory and graphic.
Yeah, I can remember that once I got like what kind of MacBook do I get to become a YouTuber? Like none, please.
Don't get MacBooks.
No.
Yeah. It's just. But I think like you can also record stuff on a potato. Like I said, if it's a really nicely done build, people will appreciate it in the first.
So what you're gonna do, guys, is you're gonna go out in your kitchen. You're gonna find the biggest chunky potato you can find. Just start
put a Sims tablet on it.
Yeah, it's the same size
as your monitor. It's the same size. Yeah,
you can't tell the difference between a potato and the Sims tablet. So just record on a potato, like a big freaking baking potato. Do that.
Yeah,
you'll be fine.
My mom says she's my biggest fan.
Oh,
I love that.
Suck on that, little brother.
Yeah.
Somebody asked, wait, where is it? Blue Salad asked in my stream chat if we are all living from what we are doing here. So clearly, no. I have two jobs. I have two jobs, and I also study. So this is why I usually can't put out so many videos, because I'm really busy. Usually.
Me too.
I have a full-time job as well.
Yeah. And never go into YouTube thinking you're going to make money, because you do not.
Forget it.
It's not the case. If you're getting millions of views, then you're earning money.
Yeah, but
millions. I mean, we are talking like millions. I'm happy if I get 10th video. That's good. That's good.
Have you guys been experiencing that as well? It's just like the views just kept falling, and I'm like, okay, if I can get 10,000 views out of the 50,000 subscribers I have, I'm freaking happy. Like, where's all the people? Like, do I need to find you?
There's like people who are subscribed, but they don't watch your videos. It's kind of weird sometimes. But I think it's the same with Aiden. Like when you're on Twitch, I can remember really is something on what time you're streaming. You know, because people have their schedules and you have to be there, like you have to be at home or I don't know, have time to watch the stream. And
it's the timing thing completely. So I always see, but I don't, and I've never have watched numbers. I don't watch numbers at all. I don't care about numbers really. And I know some people do because it's kind of reflecting, oh, is that good enough? Or am I doing this well or anything? With Twitch, I don't look at my view count. I know through my like analytics that my streams are going to be more popular because that's what I primarily do. I'm a Sims builder. But yeah, I've never really been a numbers kind of girl.
No, I mean, I started streaming on YouTube as well. I honestly don't watch the numbers. I just do streams because I like...
Just stream. Exactly.
Yeah, I like hanging out with
live
people.
Interaction.
Exactly.
Especially Sims building is so boring. Like if you...
Exactly.
Like, but talking to other people is like also fun too. So it's kind of, you know...
It doesn't make
such a. I think in other games that would have really problems, like action games, like Dead by Daylight, or you know, like action games where you have to be involved constantly and look at the screen.
Yeah,
I guess I would have real problems to look at the chat.
Hard.
Kinda...
It is hard.
Yeah. Just when we streamed Stardew Valley together, I totally forgot to look at the freaking chat because that game is also just so demanding. You have to watch everything. So people are just like, "Hello, we're still here." Oh, sorry. What? Do you want to talk? But
it's hard.
Yeah. No,
that
I
took
have
a little bit of time with me actually.
Yeah, I have a full-time job as well, and I work 12-hour shifts.
Yeah,
more, me too.
More every day. So, no, I'm not living on. It's just a nice little like money you can put in your pocket.
I mean, usually I can buy me like a bigger game or I don't know. From one payment, like monthly payment is like one big game or something.
Or pay my freaking car bills.
Oh yeah. I mean it paid for my health insurance. So
yeah. I mean everything I'm using here, like the microphone and my screen and computer, I have used YouTube money for over the years, but it's like taken 4 years to get this set up. So don't expect if you don't get like 500,000 plus views on every video that you upload every day that you can live off of YouTube. Like, I mean, I
think still then I'm not even sure. Like,
but I don't believe.
I actually honestly asked myself how many subscribers or how many views you have to have in a month to really just do this professionally.
Yeah, I mean, just watch at people like Delicacy and the Sim Supply. They don't get millions of views. They just upload so frequently. I feel like that's why
daily uploads.
That's why they can live off of it. I'm like having trouble doing daily uploads, and if I want to do daily uploads, I have to spend a whole freaking day of my spare time making videos all day, which is really demanding as well. It takes so long to make a YouTube video, especially in The Sims 4, because you have to speed everything up and put it in and edit and do the video tour and then the voiceover and upload, and it just takes forever.
It's a 12-hour job to do one video.
Yeah, really, and people don't get how long it actually takes to make a video, and they're like, why don't we get more uploads? I'm just like, oh my god, it takes freaking 12 hours to make a video, and I have a full-time job as well. So
it's like a glorified hobby, like and it's nice that this hobby sometimes pays you like little amount. So, and it's never like it's still like a hobby. You really have to like editing videos or like setting up streams and all that stuff, like the social media. It's not just building the Sims and sitting there. It's because if that would only be that, we wouldn't do YouTube. It's not about the money because. Yeah, otherwise you really have to like these things as well. Like you have to like improving on editing and all that stuff. So, for example, me and Auvbri, we constantly talk about how we can edit something, or he shows me the things that, like the ball animation, for example, he all made it himself, the whole overlay here.
Yeah, it took so long.
It's really pretty, and it took really long to make all this stuff. So,
floating balls, like
floating balls.
the bottom screen. It's beautiful.
But I like it. It's beautiful. You did great on that.
But yeah,
Lovely
it does it does take a really long time. And I don't know about you guys, but for me, YouTube is just a nice way for me to relax and sit down and make a video and just kind of spend my time relaxing doing that, or play games on my freaking PlayStation if I don't feel like being around people, because I'm in a job where I'm around people all the time. So if I can just sit down and make a video as a hobby and earn a little money on it, that's fine by me.
Yeah.
But I also like about being a YouTuber or Twitch and stuff is that you have you have kind of like an output. You can see what what you did the last years in your hobby. You know, like you have it there somehow, like on a platform.
It's there.
That's something what I really like, that you can, like, yesterday I was looking through my really old videos and I was like, oh my god, I can't even believe that I did this, or, it's like kind of like a diary in the end as well.
It is a diary, completely.
So cool, actually, yeah.
Yeah, you talked about your latest upload, Fry, that you were like, I talked about personal stuff, and I was like, I do that all the time. It's my diary, and people can watch my diary, but I talk about my life.
I
don't always talk about the build.
I find that more interesting to watch than someone just 100% describing the build.
I mean, that's what I usually try to do, but sometimes, like in the last bit, I talked a little bit more. It was really uncomfortable for me. Like, it's just I'm not sure. Yeah, and videos not. I would do it in streams, for example. I would totally like talk, because then you have somebody else who asks the questions, and then you can talk freely.
Yeah.
But in a video, I have to choose that I will talk about it, and who actually does this if you don't like get like a direct feedback about what you're experiencing in life. And I don't know, like. Sometimes people also like tell really dumb stuff about their lives that I hate this personally. Then some people are like, oh, I ate a sandwich today and it was really good. Like it's just too much information. Like I don't care about that one. So and I think it's just because I really don't want to get there. Like that someday I'm the crazy sandwich eating lady on YouTube. So
I'm already the sandwich eating lady. Yeah, I talk about personal stuff all the time on my videos. I mean, sometimes I just stop what I'm talking about and say, oh, I did this and decorated that because I thought it looked really good. And then I just like, okay, back to me. Me. It's just like...
somebody in my chat asked what's better to stream on, YouTube or Twitch. I think I have like a... I think it's different. YouTube is like videos, and Twitch is mainly for streaming. So
I think the community is between Twitch. Yeah.
But I feel
there's
like
a massive difference in communities.
I feel like YouTube is really trying to step up the streaming game.
They really want to.
I see a lot.
Maybe it is.
At least in my subscriber feed, when like the channels I'm subscribed to, a lot of them actually do live streams here. And the reason I stream on YouTube is because this is where my subscribers are. I mean, it's just easier for me than having to go, oh, I'm streaming over here now, so you have to get over here. I weren't around.
It offers the creator a lot more, I think, than what YouTube does for a streaming service. Completely.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that's what I get from it, and that's why I did it. I knew that from the beginning as well, because before I even started having a YouTube channel, I was mainly on Twitch for my own personal reasons,
Yeah.
And then I knew that's what I wanted to do.
It's also a fairly new thing to stream on YouTube, isn't it?
Yeah, my mom, like totally, she understood the whole. When I taught her that there are live streams as well, she was like, "What the hell are live streams? Like, it's so far away from her generation. They don't even understand what that is."
I mean, sometimes when I start up a live stream on YouTube, they just, "What is this?" And I'm like, "It's a live stream. Welcome." And they're like, YouTube does live streams? What the heck is going on?
Exactly, yeah.
This doesn't fit here. Go away. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I believe Twitch is the better streaming place. I just stream on YouTube because this is where
for ease of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. It's our home base, you know.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
where my people's at.
Our hood.
Yeah. Lindsay says that she loves editing the videos, but I have a hard time doing the voiceovers. Any tips for smooth voiceovers?
Smooth. I just edit my voice smooth usually, and if you get like your, you know, there are lots of videos where I start talking like 1 minute and do just the intro, then I realize how dumb the intro is, and I say, oh, that was a really bad intro, but let's just keep on. That's like sometimes a lot of times in the videos because
Yeah, I do that as well. Sometimes when I start a Let's Play, I'm like, hello guys, welcome back to another speed build video. Oh, no, welcome back to another Let's Play video. And I'm going to keep that because it's fun and quirky.
funny.
I don't know, depending on the program you use. I mean, I just went from Premiere Pro, which is the most expensive program in the world, to another one. So I have to use Audacity now. Or however you pronounce it.
Yeah, I always
Audacity.
Audacity or Audacity?
Audacity.
Audacity?
Audacity.
Audacity.
I don't know.
Audacity.
Yeah. What I usually do is just like start recording in Audacity and then go into my editing software where the video is and just press play and then just start talking. Then you can kind of match things up.
Yeah, that's what I do.
I believe that's the
I
easiest
think
way.
Audacity's brilliant. Really, really, really good.
Oh, such a good program.
Software. Yeah, really, and it's free as well, guys.
Yeah,
so.
it's free, and the quality that you get from those recordings is so
sound
good.
quality, yeah, it's really good.
Yeah,
but it was
and you can edit so much; it's really good and easy as well.
Yeah,
so
but in Premiere Pro, it's just so easy. You just had to like literally press one button, and then it counted down, and you just started talking. That was it. But Adobe's programs are just so expensive.
Oh, I hate them so much.
I
don't. This is the reason why I didn't get them.
I canceled.
Maybe so much money on YouTube. I would
laggy, messy.
tweet, but that's it. So far not.
I cancelled every single one of them.
And then trying to delete everything off of your computer, it was like literally trying to find like Egyptian pharaoh treasure.
Yeah,
I was just like, how have I got like 4 gigs of something taking up my? It's because Adobe's in there somewhere. Like, you still want me?
Yeah.
Like, no, kill it.
It's like the evil twin bottle that you can never get rid of. I'm like, I'm still here, lurking in the dark. Oh, that was so much for you, Fry. You're like lurking in the dark, just like lying around. I'm taking up space here. You can never delete me.
Wondershare Filmora, and it's really good. Really.
Oh, you use that as well.
Yeah.
I just bought that as well. It's such a good program.
Oh, here Kylie in my stream says Adobe is for the rich, not the common people.
But yeah, Filmora is so good.
Yeah.
Love that program, and it's like, I mean, it is kind of expensive, but once you have it forever. So
yeah, exactly.
Like that one payment you have to do. I don't know what the pricing of Adobe programs is. I mean, the pricing for Adobe in 1 month is the same pricing for having that Filmora forever. So it's just
exactly.
no brainer in my opinion. But such a good program. I'm like trying to lurk Fry to buy it as well. Like, come over to the side of Filmora.
Yeah, I think you'd really. It's so
you can get Adobe for free if you're at a college or student. That's not true. You have to at least in Germany you have to still pay for it. It's like maybe half the price then. But then again, you're not a student all your life, right?
Yeah, so. That's what happened to me. I got the programs on the student discount, and when I wasn't a student anymore, they just kind of yanked the prices up, and I was just like, why am I paying 500 crowns for this program? I don't understand. What is this? Why is it so expensive? Buy
Exactly.
Filmora, guys. It's just so much better. And it's
I really
free.
agree.
It's like
I will get it for me then as well. I will put it on my list.
I think you
Maybe I have to finally say goodbye to the Movie Maker, but I want to have like a live stream. We are going to do a live stream kind of funeral for him because it's still my most favorite editing software so far.
But you have to promise me, if you do a live stream of that, delete that son of a bitch on the live stream. I want to see
that's what we are going to do. We are going to
see that bitch die.
Windows
on your
Essentials,
computer.
it's going to be called. Like Windows, that Movie Maker is part of Windows Essentials, so we have to delete that one. Yeah.
At my college, it's free. That might be only your college though. Your college,
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Rather than the actual company itself, because Adobe wouldn't give their product away for free.
No.
Yeah, pretty sure.
It would probably be something to do with your college.
In Australia, it's also half the price for student. Yeah, I think it's the same in Germany as well.
Same in the UK as well.
Yeah,
also in Denmark. Rita says, sorry, that was so Danish, says that she had Vegas, like Sony Vegas. I've never used that.
Sony Vegas.
I know some people who use it. Yeah, it's also more expensive.
It's like free. I think you can buy it outright, but I think £3-4. So however much that is.
Jade
Lots
asks,
of money.
Is there
Lots
any?
of money.
Yeah. Jade asks, is there an extension in The Sims that you do not recommend?
Extension?
What extension?
Like, do you mean expansion pack or like game packs? My First Pet.
My First
Pet. Also, and serious party stuff.
The luxury party stuff as well.
And these ones. I have a question. What's the name of the software you are talking about? We are talking about
Filmora.
Yeah.
Filmora. Filmora is really good. Filmora. I will write this out.
So it's called.
And also for audio Audacity. There you go.
I'm just gonna write
these
it here
are the
as
two.
well.
That you need, and also we are talking right now over OBS. This is like another free software that you can use for live streaming and recording your videos and all the.
I use Streamlabs OBS, which is I hated it.
Me too.
I use that too, and that was Fry who said like, use this; it's so much better.
It's simplified. I found
and then
OBS a lot. You could fine tune it to how you wanted it a bit better with like transitions. But Streamlabs, again, it's a new thing, isn't it? So they're trying to build on it and make it better. So
honestly, I only use Streamlabs OBS for when I'm streaming, like we are doing now. When I'm just recording gameplay.
I also still use OBS because I have all my settings.
Yeah, everything.
Too lazy to bring them over to Streamlabs OBS.
Exactly. So I have both programs just taking up space. I'm just like, no, we're gonna use OBS because we're gonna record and we're gonna live stream. We're gonna use the other one.
I use Shadowplay by NVIDIA to record.
Okay.
Is that like the thing that came with?
Card?
Yeah.
Comes GeForce Experience.
Yes. Beautiful. I have that as well.
I still remember trying to record with Fraps.
I did record with Fraps also as well. Like when I still used I had like a laptop for. I mean, I had my own PC, but sometimes I had to be at my boyfriend's place, which is basically this here. If you ask yourself, I would never have a gray wall and black furniture.
Is that gray? It looks purple.
It's gray, it's dark gray. He has gray wall. Don't ask. We are going to not talk about the interior design of my boyfriend's apartment. But so always when I was here, I used the laptop to even record stuff. And of course, laptops are freaking potatoes. So I needed Fraps because Fraps is the only recording software that doesn't render in the background already like OBS does. So it worked there, And Fraps is just, it's a surprise what you get. And like 40 gigabyte of like a short video or something. It's huge.
Rita asked if Windows 10 coming with the Xbox recording tool. Yeah, but I don't believe you can actually use that for games. You have to use.
Not sure.
I'm not an Xbox guy, so I wouldn't know.
I'm not.
And like OBS is really easy to use. It's for if you want to something, start with OBS because everybody started with OBS.
It's like the easiest, and
total lots of tutorials online, and
yeah,
everybody kind of taught it himself or herself. So
yeah,
there are lots of tutorials everywhere online.
Yeah, I mean, if you ever have problem with like the setup and resolution and stuff, just YouTube it. I mean, it's like just YouTube best settings for OBS, YouTube, and everything will just come up, like everything you need to know. Imani says that, or asks if this will be up later. Yes, it will. YouTube automatically uploads the stream afterwards, and then you can watch it.
Video.
Yes, as a YouTube video, so you can watch it as many times as you want. With
we could totally kind of confuse your viewers, Aiden, by downloading the video and putting it on your videos on Twitch, and they were like, "Where was the live stream? Where was it?
Where's everyone?"
But yeah, it doesn't seem that people. Is there any more questions?
I don't have any questions in my chat anymore.
I don't seem to have any questions either.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that's it then.
A feature length.
Yeah, it's really long, but it was lots of fun. It was cool to hang out with you guys.
I had a good time.
Yeah.
Did.
I mean, Marvel movies has nothing on our length.
Yeah.
They can just chuck it. But yeah.
Okay, guys.
There was your weird cat, your mum's.
Yeah, oh my god. My mum hates my cat, and I don't understand why, because she literally has the mother to my cat at home, and she's just as weird. But yeah, my mom asks, I believe what she's wanting to ask is if we're gonna do builds on each other's channels, like collaboration, and that is the plan for the future. So
this year in December 31st.
Yes.
Before December.
So, yeah, that is the plan to anybody who wants to know. But yeah, I think that's
most ambitious crossover. Yes, it is. Okay, thanks so much for being here in chat, guys. Also, Aiden, of course, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you to our little podcast corner here.
Hello. He wants to say bye, and have a lovely day, evening, wherever you are. Bye, guys.
Bye.